For the past several years, I have been traveling the Midwest looking for kick-ass bands and quality venues that you need to know about. I am Jeremy Schindorf, and this is That Local Metal Show. Hey Metalheads, thanks for tuning in one more time for That Local Metal Show. We are now on episode 9, and we are in Akron, Ohio at the Empire Concert Club with our special guest, Autumn Burning. Introduce yourselves, what you play, and let's hear a little about yourselves.
Hey man, my name is Blake Darling, rhythm guitar.
Justin Smith, drums.
I'm Mike Morales, I'm lead singer.
Jeff Welch, bass guitar. Jared Blazer, lead guitar.
All right, now how long you guys been together?
We are approaching our 7th year together.
7 years.
7 years, yes. We'll hit 7 years in July of this year. So
Cool. Albums? How many albums do you have? How can people find your music?
we have 2 albums that are currently available on iTunes. We have an EP that we did when we first came out. We have a full length that we did a couple of years later.
Okay.
And we're putting a new one out this year, which has 15 tracks on it actually. So
Nice.
it's big. It's a big
Hell
album.
yeah.
Yeah, but Pandora, all the normal,
Yeah.
outlets. Bandcamp, you mentioned earlier.
Right, yeah,
so,
Bandcamp.
Yeah.
Cool. You're from the Millersburg, Mansfield area?
Amish country, yeah.
Amish country?
That's where we're from. Yeah.
The electric Amish?
The electric Amish. Churn and butter, man. That's
Yeah.
Turn and burn. Where did you record, or where are you currently recording this album at?
Well, we're done recording. All the tracking is done,
Okay.
but we record all of our stuff at Sonic Lounge
Sonic
in
Lounge?
Grove City with Joe Veers.
That's south of Columbus?
South of Columbus,
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
What was his name again?
Joe Veers.
Joe Veers. Okay.
Yeah.
That's one I'm not familiar with yet.
Yeah, he's great. He was.
Amazing.
What was the one he was with before, the big one down in Columbus?
John Schwab.
John Schwab. So
okay.
he was with John Schwab, and then he's had his own place like 12 or 15 years now. I don't know what it is.
We'll have to check that out. It's nice finding new engineers and things that I haven't heard of before.
Oh yeah.
What's the skinny? How did you guys all meet? How did this become?
Well, Jeff, our bassist, and Jared and I actually played in a cover band together.
Yeah.
And I left that cover band because I wanted to go do originals. And they continued on with the cover band for a few months after I had left, and I kind of started searching out people. And they came on board, and we started kind of writing some stuff. I had actually sent Mike an email on the band he was with at the time was called Faded Hope. And I had sent him an email, and I said, hey, we're looking for a vocalist.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know of anybody? Because, he was out there playing, he was in the local, like original rock scene and all that stuff. And he responded back with, I might be interested in doing it. So, oh, cool, come on out. And so he came out, and at that time we had our original rhythm guitarist with us. And we just started putting things together, and the next thing you know, we decided, hey, let's have a band.
We really hit it off. I mean, it's all about a writing duo. I mean, we have a great writing chemistry. Me and Justin have a great writing chemistry. The whole band together has a great writing chemistry. And everybody really puts their 2 cents in. We just do it for the love of the music. We want to put out the best music possible.
Nice.
With the combination of the 5 brains that is here.
Yeah.
And it's our passion, So,
I can tell that.
It starts with a good chemistry, and thank God we have.
Yeah, I'm stoked. Tonight I'll get to see you live for the first time, but I've been stalking you for a while on YouTube and trying to see everything so I would know as much as I could about you guys before I got up, and you could see the stage presence. You guys are the next level. It's very fun to watch. I can't wait to see it on that stage right there.
Oh, great. Now we're sure to square everything up. Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
I highly doubt that. So how many, if you were to guess, how many shows do you guys do a year?
Well, last year we only did just a couple shows because we were writing, and any band that's watching this or anybody that's been in a band knows it's 2 different trains of thought when you're trying to create new music and then just, in performance mode or whatever.
Yeah.
So we just did a few shows with some of our friends. We did, Ink and the Clink, of course, last year, and then, some other shows here and there. But usually when we're out playing, We're weekend warriors about it. You know, it's hard to make a living at it, obviously. But you know, we'll play anywhere from 20 times, 30 times a year. We cover generally about a 5-state area, but I mean we've been up to Wisconsin and everywhere in between, and we've done Rock Fest and a bunch of different festivals around. So
I saw some Rockapalooza.
We did the Rockapaloozas in Michigan, Ohio. We did 2 of them in Michigan, I think, 1 in Ohio. We've done stuff for 99.7 The Blitz out of Columbus. Their summer smokeout,
right?
Things like that. So
where are some places down around Millersburg? Where do you play down there? I mean, I know Mansfield clubs, but I don't know anything.
So there is nowhere to play in Millersburg, Ohio.
Well, the Duncan Theater.
Yeah.
That on the last CD release party was there.
Right, and that's it. And we rent out a theater.
Yeah.
In a little teeny town called Killbuck, Ohio.
I know where it's at.
Yeah.
It's a really cool
venue. Our family camps at Mohegan a lot. So
yeah, not too far away.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Where do you play the most then? I mean, I've seen your name on bills quite a few different places, but where are some places you really like to play?
We try to spread it out. One of the things that we came to the realization of a few years ago was you can really quickly oversaturate an area. And we played in Columbus quite a bit.
Yeah.
And, when we were first starting off, and then we would play around home, Worcester or Akron or, Cleveland a lot.
Yeah.
But, now we kind of try to spread it out as much as what we can, to make it more of an event, and then people tend to show up if they know, hey, we're going to play Cleveland twice this year, so if you want to see us, then you're going to have to show up at one of those 2 shows, and it seems to work out better for us as far as draw is concerned.
That doesn't mean we didn't do the footwork when we first was started, though, man. We was a little bit more than weekend warriors at that point. So,
yeah.
I mean, we've done the footwork, it's kind of like we just have fun, go play, and
do it for the love of music, like I said.
Do it because we want to do it, and that's a big deal.
Hey, tonight's Stalk Through, we're in Akron, Ohio at the Empire Concert Club. So let's walk on through and let me show you what this place can do for you. We're in the front hallway where you walk in, and I love the way they have this all marked out with the upcoming shows. Tonight's show with Militia. Oh look, it's Wretch from episode 4, our good friends from Cleveland. All right, so right here, you come in, you pay this man to see some great live local music, and then you walk on in. Come on. All right, here's a look at the whole joint as a shell. Good size room. You can fit about 200 in here. Fully stocked bar. Here's the merch area at the Empire. Got plenty of room, couple 3-4 tables. Nice rack on the back to hang all your t-shirts, all those goods, so you don't have to put them on the table and take up all that space. That's the merch area. All right, so here we are at the bar. Really nice looking bar. I love how they've backlined the clear bottles with the blue light. Looks great, man. Really draws your eye. Makes you want to drink some liquor. About a 200 capacity room. You can put a little bit more in here if you needed to. They've had quite a few nationals come through here, and a load of great local original talent plays this stage. This is the premier venue in Akron, from lights to sound to booze to people. We're outside now at the smoking patio at the Empire. A lot of room out here. They've got 3 or 4 or 5 picnic tables, something like that. But let me show you what's really the pinnacle out here. All right, so out here, what really is, what draws your eye that is so different than everywhere else, it's a smoking patio. What's different? They've actually invested the money and have this really nice fiberglass roofed shanty, if you will, that they put up. Makes it nice. If you're out here and it's raining, you can come out and have a smoke and not get soaked. All right, now we're gonna walk into where everybody puts their stuff. Plenty of room here at the Empire to have all 5 drum sets if you have to. They've got all this racking here. This used to be the kitchen, of course. They don't serve food anymore here, but now you have all this great room to put drum kits and cabs and everything that can't be backlined up on that stage. Look at all this room. You don't get that everywhere, that's for sure. And now my favorite place, the green room. And we even have slumbering rock stars on the couch. Awesome little green room here. Tell you what, They've got all these up here, framed flyers from all the great shows they've had here. Got a big screen TV mounted up on the wall so you can chill. Leather furniture, who the hell wants more? All right, so now we're on one of the nicest stages on the eastern side of the state, the Empire stage. So check out this. This is one thing that I've never seen anywhere else, and you're gonna see a lot of other places copy it now. You can hang your rig right on the wall. You don't have to take up any floor space. Just come up, nice. All right, another unique thing about the Empire is this is house rig, man. If you're a touring band and you've just been dragging your stuff in and out of clubs all over the place at every state and you're just burnt, and don't want to do it, you don't have to here, man. This bass rig, this cab, this is all house. And its twin is on the other side of this huge drum riser. They set it up here, man. From the beautiful green room to the great room. This is how a venue should be ran, man. I love coming here every time. What a phenomenal setup. Lights, sound, people, booze, baby. Another cool thing about this has the biggest drum riser of any venue that I've been to in a club. Look at this, a couple feet in the air, loaded with lights and fog. Dude, this place is crazy. It's the premier place on the eastern side of the state. I don't say that because anybody's paying me, unless somebody wants to pay me. But yeah, the place is dope, man. This is it, the Empire Concert Club, Akron, Ohio, in a nutshell. Best place on the east side of the state. You had said earlier, you mentioned Ink and the Clink. Are you guys playing again this year?
Well, that's all up to the music coordinator of Ink and the Clink. Mm-hmm. He's kind of an asshole, so we'll kind of see what he has to say about it. But Ink and the Clink is really blowing up this year as far as the band lineup that
I've heard
that those guys are putting together over there. But you know, their music coordinator does have a good head on his shoulders, and he's putting together a really good show. I don't know how much local rock we're going to see on it this year because it's going to be there's a lot more national bands coming through on it, even on the second stage.
Really?
So yeah,
both stages.
Both stages this year. So we're going to have to kind of see. We definitely still want to give a nod to the local rock with that festival because you know that's where we started off with.
Yeah.
You know the local bands covered the whole festival except for you know a few slots here and there, but. This year it's getting to be to a point where you know that second stage you're going to see like the 40 Below Summers and the Motor Graders and you know bands like that playing that stage as well. So
damn, I haven't done it yet. I've seen so many videos from the Ink and the Clink and it's gotten bigger each year. And so many of my friends' bands have played there. And you got to come down. You got to come down. So this year I'm definitely taking a weekend off and I'm going to come down and check the whole thing out. And I have my handy little camera with me for the whole majority of it. But
well, I'm pretty close with the guy that coordinates all
I've
that,
heard.
And I'm sure we can get you a media pass for the whole weekend and get you down there to talk to anybody you want to talk to.
That'd be fun. That'd be a good episode, I would say, in its own right.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
when are you looking for release of the new album?
We're in the mixing stage of it right now.
Mhm.
We have a couple of vocal harmonies to finish up. We have a couple guitar harmonies, not stuff we can do in our own studio. Jeff, our bassist, actually has a degree in sound engineering and production.
Oh, nice.
So we have, a whole Pro Tools rig set up, or he has a whole Pro Tools rig set up. And we do some stuff on our own. It's minimal left. We do run some backing tracks, some piano, ambient noise type stuff. We might have 1 or 2 songs we have to finish that up on, but he's mixing everything as we speak right now.
15,
so
15 tracks?
15 tracks.
Damn,
That's why we were basically gone for a year.
Yeah.
Well, that and we added Blake in the last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we kind of our original or our second rhythm guitarist who had been with the band for 5 years out of the time that we were with we've been around. He started another band and they're a great band and they're doing really, really well. And we had just taken like the winter off and he kind of decided to continue on with that. So we found Blake and, we had to get Blake up to speed to even be able to play shows. And we just said, you know what, piss on it, let's write an album. And then next thing you know, it's a year later. And,
15 tracks.
Yeah, why not?
Hell yeah.
You never know if you get to do it again.
Right, you don't.
So,
You don't know.
exactly.
You don't know if tomorrow's here, and you don't know
Right.
if the chemistry is going to be here tomorrow. And
It's so worth it though,
And
man.
strike when the fire's
I'm
hot.
So stoked.
yeah, you got a name
we
for
were
it?
jamming on the way here.
No, we haven't discussed it yet,
No?
to be honest with you.
Enough tracks.
We've got a lot of choices. I mean, I feel so strong about this album. It's
Thought
ridiculous.
about calling it Ray. But
Yeah.
We're not decided on that.
Yeah?
for sure yet,
I think an Odyssey of Mediocrity would be a great name for it, but no, we haven't decided on a name.
Okay. So another thing we like to talk about on the show is this is the tech end. You guys will go through each one of you and say what rig you use, what you play, what you prefer. So what is your whole setup?
Both my guitars are Charvel.
Mhm.
I started playing Charvels, probably 3 or 4 years ago, and I love, the neck song. They play really nice for me. Fairly inexpensive guitar, but they sound great. Can't beat them.
Oh, they do.
And I got a Mesa Blue Rectifier head that I'll be playing through, and 212 cabinet. Jerry's got a matching 212 Mesa cabinet as well.
Oh, cool.
So that's what we use. We all use Shure in-ear monitors.
Nice. That's a huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What kit do you play?
I actually had a custom DW kit made, so it's a collector's series custom kit. It's a 5-piece kit. I only play 4. Generally Zildjian cymbals, except for my splashes. I use Sabian, Dave Weckl, and for my chinas, I still go to Wuhan, man. you can't beat a Wuhan.
How long have you been playing?
Me?
Yeah.
I grew up with it, man. My
Yeah.
grandpa was a drummer. He was a big band drummer, and I've got tons of drum kits and guitars and crap laying all over my house. So
So you play guitar as well?
I play guitar as well. Yeah.
How long have you been playing? I'm sorry, I skipped that with you.
Oh, that's fine. I've been playing for 13 years.
13. All right. What about you?
I sing through a wireless Shure
Sure.
ULX, and I love it. It's a great piece of equipment. I also played guitar. I played rhythm guitar in my previous band. Just helps writing,
Absolutely.
I play a Hartfield bass, 5-string. It's a company that Fender had back in the 80s.
Yeah.
It's
Google
basically
it.
a jazz bass.
Google it.
I have a TC Electronic, I think RH400 had something like that, PV cabinet, and then I put together our in-ear rig with the X32 rack, and then listed we have the Shure in-ears, Sennheiser, and Shure transmitters, and stuff like that. So
How long you guys been doing the in-ear? Just curious.
A while now, right?
it's been probably about 5 years.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
sort of realized
It tightens up your show, man.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
we play to a click, of course, and it really makes your show tight.
My son's band, they just got in ears about 3-4 months ago.
Can't
and they're just in love with it.
Yeah,
It's a
absolutely.
world of difference.
Your ears aren't ringing when you leave. That's really nice. So.
Yeah.
All right, what about you?
I play a Paul Reed Smith and a California carb top,
Damn.
and I run it through Hughes and Kettner. For the recording, we use a Kemper. We hook them both up together. But yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, that kind of gives everybody the idea what they're going to see later on stage tonight.
I just
I don't have my drums here tonight.
I also want to say that we carry a 3-part harmony live.
Yeah.
Each one of these guys are awesome singers in their own right. Even Justin.
I don't sing in the band.
He don't sing in the band,
But he can.
But he can,
Nice.
and that's a truth. So.
I love harmonies. That's
Me
one of my
too,
favorite
man.
things about music.
Me too.
All right, welcome this week to On the Radar. And this week we're going to feature Mid-Ohio's Mississippi Bones. These guys have a very vast collection and catalog of great stuff. I think this was the first EP, Mississippi Bones, The Rejects Strike Back. Very cool, intelligent lyrics throughout the catalog. A bunch of nerds that win. That's what this band's all about. If you dig the sound of Clutch and things like that, you're going to love Mississippi Bones. Here is the self-titled first album. Very cool, little riverfront scene going on. And this is Tracks. This is what I really got turned on to these cats was with this album here. Good stuff, good bluesy, but they have some heavier moments, great vocals. 6 of them in this band. They have a female background singer, which is JC's sister. Great stuff. It's every person in the band is so important. If you take one away, it's not the same music. Great stuff. This is not the latest album, but it's the latest one that I have, which I also have it in vinyl. Not everybody puts out things on vinyl, so I've got a lot of these on CD, but this is Songs for the Rejects, Slackers, and Rabble Rousers. Great stuff. This is probably their most popular album, I would say. Very clutchy. The artwork is just as beautiful as the music, and it is another gatefold. All kinds of great stuff going on with this album, this band, Central Ohio. Gotta love that right there. I mean, it shows everybody, and they're all wanted, for sure. So yeah, Mississippi Bones from Central Ohio. They're what's on my radar, and they should be on yours. Do you guys have anybody that you really like playing with? Anybody that you've found lately that you've been listening to? Anybody got anything?
Well, this is the second time playing with Militia, and they were at Ink and the Clink as well. But I got to catch the second half of their set, Ink and the Clink, and sounded really good, and I'm really excited to hear them again tonight.
Yeah.
And they played at the Whiskey Warehouse in Mansfield, Ohio.
Yeah, last Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I was watching videos from that because I didn't get the chance to make it out there, but it sounded really good and looked like a really good show.
That's a good choice. Alethea is a killer band for sure. I've been friends for a
Chris
couple
is
years with
awesome,
them.
man. And Steve actually played in Idle Black prior to, and we played with Idle Black a few times prior to Blake being in
They were in Columbus band.
They were Columbus
I went
band.
and auditioned for them.
Did you audition for Idle Black?
Yeah,
When he left?
Because their singer moved to Florida, and they were having auditions, and Raven, the bass player, she was a mutual friend of me and my friend Mark down in Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to talking, and I came down and auditioned, and we're actually going to move forward with me being, a vocalist for them.
Cool.
But their old singer moved back like the next day.
Kind of shot in the foot, huh?
Yeah. So I just went back to doing the cover band thing in Mansfield. I was playing with Trust.
Yeah.
They're pretty well known, local.
I heard of
Yeah,
sure.
and
You and I had said something about Gudger earlier, and that was
Gudger's killer, man. I mean, on the local band side, Gudger's awesome. Our old rhythm guitarist, his new band is doing really well. They're called Scars Like Mine.
Okay.
One of my personal favorite bands to play, local band-wise, is and always has been To Kill a Monster.
Yeah.
That band is freaking, they're amazing.
Yeah.
They're one of those bands that you listen to and you're like, Jesus, dude, we need to practice
Well,
type of deal.
I know that.
Grindhouse out of Columbus,
Columbus.
we used to do a lot of stuff with Noise Auction and OPM, and that's kind of like a mesh of those two bands a little bit. There's just tons of great bands that are around. We used to do a lot of stuff with 8 Pound Pressure out of Columbus, which a lot of people know. And then of course, probably as far as up and coming, if they ever get their shit together, one of the best bands I think around, or one of the bands that has the biggest potential, is probably Bad Remedy.
I'm not familiar with them.
Bad Remedy's exceptionally good. They have 2 of the best guitarists I've ever heard. I mean, they're really, really good.
See, really, that's what this segment's about, is me just getting everybody's information so I can go and Google and find new music.
Yeah, Bad Remedy.
That feeds me.
Yeah, they got it together. And their singer, he doesn't try to, but he sounds like freaking M Shadows, and they have kind of what's that band called? Avenged Sevenfold vibe anyway.
Okay.
But on the national side, man, I tell you, I'm really digging Gemini Syndrome's new album. That's kind of more along the lines of the music that we play.
Okay.
Starset just came out with a new album. It's pretty cool. I'm trying to think of who else is out there that, you know, national wise, that, you know, is not just one of the big ones like this Boy Bigger Death Punch or something. You know, but yeah, I mean, and there's a million and one other local bands that I'm probably forgetting, and all these guys are watching the video right now.
Why did you say my name?
You fucking dickhead! I can't believe you didn't tell you. But you know, it is what it is.
coming up too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got the Boys in Dread Engine.
That keeps popping up on our show. People are like, you know, check out Dread Engine. They did a great episode.
Yeah.
That's why we do this, man. So I can check out other bands that I haven't heard of yet. I've been doing this for quite a few years. The show is very new, but that's totally what fuels me, man.
Yeah.
I don't do this for money. None of us do.
No.
I got a good day job that affords me to do this, and it
Absolutely.
totally fuels me. I mean, I have family and work through the week, and then on the weekends it's rock and roll and finding new underground stuff. I don't really know what's going on in the national scene or what's on the radio. That's not me at all. So
Awesome.
I try to do this. So do you have anybody that you've really been digging on lately?
It's already been
Yeah,
brought
already
up
been.
pretty much. Shaman's Harvest. I'm a huge Shaman's
Okay.
Harvest fan. I love that guy's voice. I
Yeah.
mean, phenomenal. So, but they're going to be around here soon. So
Yeah, you might get to see them in July. Wink,
Yeah,
wink
yeah,
type
wink,
of
wink.
deal.
so,
Wink, wink at the Clink?
yeah, wink, wink at the Clink. So.
Anybody else have any bands that haven't been mentioned already?
Jared's a kill switch guy.
Oh yeah,
There you
we're
go.
GH.
Throw out 9 Electric. They were on
Oh, yeah.
a show with Gemini Syndrome recently that was the Warehouse. That was really good.
Oh, cool. I hadn't heard of them either.
Yeah.
They're touring with Gemini, right?
Well, they were. Gemini's going out on tour right now with In This Moment, I think. They're heading out. So.
All right, well, we're going to wrap this episode up, and I'd like to thank you guys from Autumn Burning for,
Thank you.
for
Thank you.
all the time that you've given us, and sorry about some malfunction earlier,
No
but
problem. You're going to hear plenty of malfunctions during our set.
I highly doubt it. We're going to let you guys go, and we'll move on to the rest of the evening, and thank you so much
Thank
for all
you.
your time.
Thank you.
I appreciate it greatly.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.